Underdog Poker web series. I'm Tone, and this is the Turn and Stone recap. Obviously, we're still here. We have the main event tomorrow, but wanted to give an update of how the trip's going, how the series is going, and we've played 4 events so far and cashed 3. So I know you guys are saying, Tone, 3 for 4 is pretty nice. Why do you look so gloomy and miserable? Well, it's a good question. It's definitely a combination of aggravation and exhaustion. Aggravated might be the wrong term. I'm more disappointed in myself with some of how these runs have gone and ended. But let me just start over and say to you guys the exhaustion part. So we left Boston Wednesday night at 12 o'clock midnight, got to New York, a Turn and Stone at 4 a.m., checked into the hotel, power napped, jumped into event 1 at 10 a.m. Then Saturday, I had to leave to go back to Boston to pick up some merchandise. I had an appointment with something and I couldn't miss it. Then I drove back to New York Tuesday morning. I left Boston at 3 a.m., drove to New York, got here at like 9, and then jumped into an event at 10 a.m. So I know you guys are saying, Tone, you're out of your mind, which, most of you are probably right. But I take pride in saying and claiming no one wants it more than me and no one's going to outwork me. And so, between the YouTube channel, the merchandise, grinding these tournaments, playing, just everything, sometimes it feels like there's not enough time in a day, which I'm sure a lot of people can understand. But this isn't pity hour, I want this and I believe in this. And again, I'm not going to be outworked. It doesn't matter where I'm going to be there. I'm going to show up. And, thankfully on this trip, we've met a lot of new people. I sold some merchandise to some dealers, some random players, got a lot of new subscribers. So grateful for people that are so interested in the brand. We're still building, it's still growing, and it's just very exciting. I'm very happy with where we are in such a short time. But now let's get into these events. So event number 1, the kickoff, was a double stack, 1-day event, $400 buy-in. It was 40,000 in chips to start. It got 764 players. The WSOP circuit payout structure is 15% of the field. So for this event, 115 players made the money. It was a pretty decent event for us. We were in for 1 bullet, 1 buy-in, and we got 49th for $788. It was a pretty good run, 49 out of 764. The payouts are very top-heavy, so 15%, you're going to get a lot of light on the bottom min cashes. I think it's like 1.3 payout or whatever. It was good. It was refreshing to get on the board finally on the year. And, 49th is, it's pretty deep. We were hoping that wouldn't be the theme of the trip. We wanted, some final tables or something. But to start the series off, we're on the board. We're on the board for the year. Let's see what happens in the next event. Event number 2 was the 400 multi-flight event, 20K start and stack. This is the event that we got second in 2 years ago. Bittersweet. We fired a couple of bullets, a handful of bullets in this one. So us cashing, we still lost for the event. But our flight got 1,268 entries. 191 got in the money. We clawed all day. No hands, no big spots that held. We somehow got 174th in this event out of 1,268 players. That's Richie. We got a measly $617 for the effort. didn't help us at all. This was the event we really wanted to run deep in. Trying to get number one instead of number two. Meanwhile, we didn't even get single digits or even double digits for that matter. Pretty disappointing for the cards we were getting and the hands that weren't holding. I was pretty happy, I guess, just to find a cash in this event. It was pretty disappointing, though, to say the least. Event number 3. This was the event we fired one bullet in right after we busted the other event, and we were going to Boston if we didn't spin it up. I think we late regged it. It got 572 players. It was a one-day turbo. I'm only mentioning it because I played it. I lasted 2 levels. So that was negative EV for us. Richie lost 100 bullets in that. I lost 1 bullet in that. We were very sad. I cried all the way back to Boston. Event number 8, the Monster Stack, 400 buy-in, 40,000 chips to start, multi-flight 2-day event. This was the one tournament that really, really, really deflated us. We were playing insane, grinding our butts off, up, down, just clawing and fighting. And we got 1,000 entries in this one, in our flight. 150 got in the money. 50 made day 2. We got 59th for $852. Oh, man, we were close. I really felt like this was one. If they let us find a bag in this, we were going to go far. We just, every time we had a little momentum, we just got devastated. Pocket 9s against ace king. We couldn't fade the ace on the flop. Then, we found some spots, clawed back again, and then, 9s again. This time ran into kings and ace queen. It was just deflating. And that's been our trip so far. We've cashed, like I said, 3 out of 4. We're on the board. We have the main event tomorrow. Shut up, Richie, please. We're professional here. But no, the main's tomorrow. And I know I'm a little off-key for this. I want to end on a positive note. I am really grateful that we have met a lot of new people here. And, the brand's building. It's expanding. It is tiring when you put in the work and you show up and, you just see other people, undeserving. And I know you people will say, run your own race, tie your own shoes. I get it. It's just when something means the world to you and, you do your part and it's aggravating seeing someone else get the things that they don't deserve. In a non-hateful way, like, I'm glad, whatever. It's just, it's frustrating. And I'm sure people can relate to that. But anyway, mains tomorrow. Hopefully next week's episode is us celebrating with a big fat ring on the finger. Good luck us. Again, thank you everyone that's been joining the journey. Richie and me playing the main tomorrow. Yeah, he's useless. Thank you everyone again for tuning in. Good luck us in the main. Peace.
Underdog Poker.